Well, I think one thing that is interesting because you are talking is like the first implementations of innovation usually have only incremental value. So the value you see is not perceived as a huge improvement, but when you start combining technologies is when you have an exponential value. So I think in the innovation inception process is like that happens a lot. It's like expectation is higher than what you get in the initial phases, but that's why you have to keep building. No, one of the things we have been working, for example, is on digitalizing the Gibraltarian pound. So in the future, you will have a wallet, for example, for citizens where they can trade using their wallet and access financial services, and it will be a Gibraltarian wallet. That's one of the things you can do. On the other side, you will have like a more efficient ways of paying taxes or accessing to the public services. So you will have a unified system where you can interact on the financial and non-financial matters, like from your mobile phone. So that convenience cannot be achieved in anywhere else, in any other environment, no? Because as I said, this blockchain creates a trust environment where you can interact knowing that every event, every transaction, and every process, it's like being executed exactly as expected.
If we're talking about a best case scenario, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the line, how do you foresee the landscape in Gibraltar? How do you think that blockchain and the platforms and the technologies that you provide might have affected once things are up and running, once things have gone well?
Well, I think Gibraltar has the opportunity to be at the heart of international trade, and much like it's doing with the oil industry or certain industries, through the platform we are building together with the government, plus the functionalities that already exist. Gibraltar can not only lead the way in regulatory aspects, but also in the implementation of the technology. So a lot of flows of funds can pass through Gibraltar, because if Gibraltar creates this environment where you have a digital Gibraltarian pound, you have international trade platforms running, many industries around the world will use those tools for their daily operations, and it's a big opportunity to Gibraltar to lead the way in terms of using this technology in different industries in international trade. And also we can demonstrate how these technologies can impact people's daily life with very simple use cases, like what we mentioned. We can have a wallet where people can not only transact, but also they can store value in a safe way. They can also access to financial services in the same environment, and that would put Gibraltarians in a unique position of being, leaders in the technology adoption across the world.